Well, all right, Survival of the Beardist followers. I've been off YouTube for the last couple weeks. This is why. This little cabin, it's consumed all of my spare time. I'm really happy with it though. It's 8 feet wide by 16 feet long. I used T111 for the siding. Turned out really nice. I have a tin roof. I added windows. It's really simple. It sits on concrete blocks. I have a 2-foot overhang on this side and the back, a 1-foot overhang on the other side, because when it rains like it did last night, I like to have a little bit of coverage over the building. As you can see, started painting it. So those concrete blocks that it sits on. The bottom has treated 2x6s. It's anchored down for when storm comes. I have a big savings into this, not using a concrete foundation. Sure, concrete would have been a little better. Sono tubes would have worked fine, but this works too. With a tin roof up top, I'm really happy with. All I really have left is soffit to put underneath. I have an air gap up here because you don't want to have your insulation touch all the way up. You know, I think when a lot of people see this, they'll say, wow, that must be a great hunting cabin. That must be a great fishing cabin. And a lot of times that's what cabins are for. But this one's not. Recently, I started to work from home. It's nice. This is my office view. Storm did that last night. This is my office view this way. This is my office view that way. I enjoy my new job. I get to help a lot of people in it. I enjoy working out in the woods from in an office now. But in life, if you're not careful, especially if you work from home, work has a way of following you too much. I could have worked out of my house just fine. I could have worked out of a screen porch or my bedroom or something like that. But then there's no real disconnect in life. And if you're not careful and not intentional, you can let work consume you. And it's not that I'm anti-working hard. It's important to work hard in life. But you can't let it consume you if you get to that level. It's a really interesting build. Cost me about $2,500 to build this at-home office. I mean, it'll pay itself off in a year with me not driving to work with gas. But if you want to duplicate this build, it's really not all that hard. I built another cabin using these exact same principles a few years ago. It has step-by-step instructions showing every board how to build this simple style. You can see I just did a lean-to roof. It's just fine. That's a 2x8 up there. It'll work just fine. I didn't want to do the math and complicate it with a roof that's like this. It's just a very simple build. If you want to see how to do that step-by-step, I'll link it below. It's the exact same other than 2 things I'll tell you about, and I would change these 2 things if you're ever going to heat it or cool it. That initial cabin, it has the same exact floor system that you'll see. It's a 2x6 system. This time I added 6 inches of pink foam insulation underneath it, and I put treated plywood underneath it, which is just a phenomenal, great thing. I don't know if you can see it too great here, but it's completely mouse proof, which is great. The other difference I did, I have 6 inches of pink foam up top with that air gap. I didn't do that on my last build, and it created what's called a hot roof. If you look into what a hot roof is, that's where there's no airflow underneath that tin roof, and over time that can lead to problems, especially if you live in like a warm climate. I don't live in a warm climate, but I still have a lot of working years left, and I want this building to last the rest of my working career. So I would change those 2 things, but if you follow that step-by-step build, you can build this just after work over like a week's time. It's not that hard to do. I kid you not, anybody can do it. it was a great learning project. Had my wife and kids help, and they, you know, got to learn a lot doing it. And it's just such a great place to work. It's important in life, like I said, to work hard, but you need to be intentional about not overworking, and you need to be able to have that disconnect in life. And that's actually going to probably make you a better employee and a better person if you're not glued to work 24/7. So that's why I built this little cabin. Usually I've been doing videos every few days recently. That's why I took a little break just to focus on getting this done, you know, as quick as I could. And I'm really happy with it. You know, I really wouldn't change much to it. Inside there's tongue and groove shiplap. It was way cheaper and easier to install than drywall. Like I said, about $2,500 for this build. I couldn't be happier with it. This is survival of the beardest. I'll catch you in a few more days.